All right, so this has come up a couple of times now in the last few weeks, and it's starting to really get on my nerves. People openly sharing Semrush or Ahrefs traffic estimation graphs as if they're real numbers, because they're not. They're not real numbers at all. And if you don't understand how they're made, then you can make decisions based on absolutely incorrect data. And it's something that more people need to know. So the point in this video is, if you have been sent Semrush numbers or Ahrefs numbers, and you're being asked to adjust course based on them, this is a quick explainer as to how they work and why they can't be relied upon. So, traffic estimation numbers are poop emoji. Now, before we go into specifically how they work, there's a couple of things we've got to understand as a baseline here, right? Google themselves have said for years and years and years and years, 15% of queries are new every day, as in 15% of the things that people are searching for, Google have never seen before. Those are brand new queries. Now that's very, very important to explain one of the reasons, of the multiple reasons, why Semrush and Ahrefs traffic estimations are just absolutely rubbish, okay? There's 16.4 billion queries a day, according to Google, from their Exploring Topics report on Google Trends last year in 2025. So from that, we can extrapolate that roughly 2 billion of those queries every day are brand new and have never been seen before. Now, how do Semrush and Ahrefs work? So they've got a corpus of keywords that they check periodically. They apply estimated search query volumes to each one of those keywords. They then apply their own model for CTR for each one of those keywords to the estimation of how many queries there were for that keyword. And they're also guessing at the set of keywords that any individual site ranks for. So consequently, you're layering 3 guesses on top of each other and you're multiplying them all against each other and then thinking that that's going to give you an accurate representation as to what traffic is. It just isn't. I mean, it's the same odds basically as an accumulator bet. People that have done sports betting before will know what I'm talking about. But imagine kind of some system where you've got to choose all of the game results or 5 or 6 things about an individual game. And then the chances of you winning that are the probability of each one of those being correct multiplied by the other. Basically, it creates infinitesimally small odds that the thing that you're actually tracking is correct. And what gets my goat is that people are sharing this stuff on social media every day saying, hey, look at how well I'm doing, or analysing sites based on their Semrush or Ahrefs traffic graphs. Can we just stop doing that as an industry? It's absolutely maddening. But there's one more thing, right? There's one more thing in all of this. Think about the way that they are building up their traffic estimation. They're taking their snapshot as to who ranks where. They're then taking their estimation of CTR and their estimation of search query volume. But those are based on a single place in time. They can't search every keyword in every location and amalgamate that data together. So if you're looking at queries like, I don't know, pizza near me, for instance, you might have a couple of national chains up at the top, right? But you'll also probably have a couple of local pizzerias, depending on where the query was made. So consequently, a local pizzeria in a place that Semrush or Ahrefs just happened to have done their daily query for that day is going to look like it's got millions of visitors a day. Because, I don't know, there might be 10 million people a day searching for this. CTR and 3% might be 5 or 10%. So what's that? Do you think that, I don't know, Pizza My Heart in Los Gatos, California has got 2 million visits a day? Because I can guarantee you it doesn't. These are the reasons that we shouldn't have anything to do with these traffic estimations. Now, that raises the question, okay? So I posted this on Twitter, or X, yesterday. And an employee in Ahrefs was the only person that was a dissenting voice in the comments underneath it. Who'd have thought it? Right? With this kind of like gotcha comment. You're going to hack their Google Search Console to get the data or something? No, don't be ridiculous. That's a bullshit response to me pointing out that people shouldn't be using this to make business decisions on. The correct answer here is to just not use that data for sensitive business decisions. Okay? So what's it good for? It's good for a lot of things. It's good for finding out entire segments of keywords that other sites rank for that you don't. It's good for doing market research. It's good for doing directional growth or directional loss in traffic on a site-by-site basis where you've got a reliable set of competitors. Like, it's a really handy tool, and I'm grateful that these things exist, but people are using it the wrong way. So the next time you get sent a traffic estimation graph from Semrush or Ahrefs, please think about all these points before you take any decisions based on it. You know, if you're being told by your boss that, oh, hey, competitor XYZ is doing 30% better than us this month, just bear in mind that you're looking at the cumulative odds of an accumulator bet all put together, and that is not a single source of truth. There is no reliable metric of what sites are ranking for. There is no reliable metric for what other sites' traffic have got. Super important, all right? And it's just annoying me, which is why I'm putting this video out. Anyway, thanks very much for listening. If you've got any questions, if you disagree or agree, or have got any more of these gotcha type comments, please feel free to reply to this post or stick it in the comments underneath. Thank you. Goodbye.